trade gap field. Okay, so this is QQQ chart. This is QQQ chart, and we are on the 15 minutes. I wanted us to see where the gap started. Okay, so here's where the gap started. This gap was formed, on Friday when the market fell so bad from 613 right to 588, and then overnight it went to 582 and then gapped up when the market opened on Sunday. When futures market opened on Sunday at 6 p.m., NQ was bought and it gapped up. So here's the beginning of the gap right here. So it made a gap from on QQQ. So 590 right up to 595. So that's where the gap was before it continued. So then this was all Sunday overnight. Since QQQ is only for day trading, you cannot have it overnight. You can have futures overnight, but you cannot have QQQ overnight. So it doesn't run overnight. So then here we are, Monday morning. I was hoping that Monday we opened really at the high. The market opened on Monday at with QQQ being at 600, and then it ended the day kind of like ranging with QQQ being at 602. So then yesterday night, I do trade futures and options. So because I trade futures, I was trying to see what's going on with NQ. Yesterday, Nasdaq. So this is overnight. What happened since NQ was bought? The activity for NQ. This is what it's showing. This gray area right here on my QQQ chart, that is overnight activity. Overnight activity right here. So we can see here that I want to make sure that it's very clear for you guys to see. So we can see here that overnight as NQ was bought, we could see QQQ going up to 605 and then the market started falling. I noticed when the market started falling, I was able to trade NQ last night when the market was falling. That was really good. That was really good. I used it to pass some EVA, and then also some of my funded accounts that I had, I traded on them. So now this morning, Tuesday, October the 14th, when the market opened at 9:30, QQQ was at 595, and I had already marked. I saw that wow, we are right at the gap, and the fact that the market had been falling all night, it seems that it wants to close its gap. Listen, gap fill is one of the bestest trade you could have when you get it right, when it actually wants to fill its gap and you hit it right. Oh, it's really, really good. So today was one of those days because we opened right there at 595 at the gap fill. So this is 15 minutes, but I trade at the 1 minute. So when we opened there at the gap fill, and I saw that it started coming down, I bought contracts here at 595, and I bought a 595 contracts and to close at 590. That's what I did. So this is the end of the gap, 590. So I entered contract at 595 and I closed at 590. That was like 5 points, and that was a beautiful day. I bought 5 contracts and I made $1,000 profit from that. So that's why I love gap field. But sometimes gaps do trick us. You think it's about to close, but it doesn't, and then you get trapped. So you have to really have confirmation. One of the major confirmation I had was the fact that the market had been falling all night. That's number one. And so key levels had been broken. That's number one. And then I can see that I had marked my pre-market low and then my pre-market high. And so even when the market opened, it didn't attempt at all to go up. It started coming down. So that was also a confirmation for me. And also overnight, we could see that the market, also another confluence for me is the fact that overnight, around this morning, around 7 a.m., QQQ had already come down to fill half of the gap. It went down to 591.87. You see, and the gap was ending around 590. So that tells me that okay, if it went back up, then it's going to try to fill because it's not going to leave just a little space for the gap. But anyways, it will not leave a little space unfilled. So, but when the market opened, let me go to the 1 minute. All right, here's the 1 minute right here. So when the market then opened, right here, the market opened and I let the market come up, and when it pushed up here and I saw the pressure, I entered. That's 595. So I entered there, and I saw that. I know that. I mean, I didn't enter it, but when there was this push, I know that they're sellers. You see this? Sellers pushed it back down, and so when it came back up here and it pushed again, I entered here. I entered on this candle, but that was a 595 strike price, and so I came out at 590, and that was the end of my day. But we could see here that the market ran. Look at, see, right after the bounce. One other major thing about gap fill is that after a gap is filled, especially after the market has been running all night, running down in one direction all night, and it fills a gap, there will be a huge bounce. You don't want to, though. You could see here so many buyers at this spot, because where there is a close of a gap, that's where if it's on the downside, you know that buyers are sitting right there. And so there was a strong buy on this candle right here, and buyers just ran with it. Can you imagine? We actually went to 597. Wow, from 590 to 597, and that's QQQ for you. 1 minute it went from 595 to 590, 5 points, and then switched to 590 to 597, and that's where we are. And the day just begun. It's only 10:34, but I was done like by 9:45. Okay, I hope that will help somebody. Comments if you want more videos or something you want to learn.